Hello, what's up and what's happening? Welcome back to the Jaguars franchise winners and losers from week number 5. The Packers over those Buccaneers, the Vikings over those Detroit Lions, the Cowboys. How about them Cowboys? They get the win over the winless Rams. Then you got the Jets over the Falcons, Eagles over those Chiefs. The Bengals beat down the Browns in the Battle of Ohio. The Texans can't buy a win. The Niners beat them 31-12. Ravens 24, Bears 17, and then you got the Skins over the Raiders. Skins are 4-1. Raiders are 3-2. Panthers are unbeaten, 5-0 as they beat the Seahawks 22-14. Then you got the Bills over the Colts 10-0. Chargers over those Patriots, and then the Jaguars. We continue to handle business, baby. We handle business. And then there was the Titans over the Broncos. So we're gonna be taking on those Titans. We played on Sunday night. They played on Monday night. The whole world was watching those games. I'm telling you, the whole world was. And they know that these are probably the two best teams, not just in the AFC, but maybe in the whole league. Vince Young, former Titan, is balling out with the Vikings. Ran for over 143 yards. Is your NFL Player of the Week. For the AFC, you got Crocker, who is also the NFL Defensive Player of the Week. And Cumberland, he is your AFC Offensive Player of the Week. Quarterback for the Bengals. And then Brian Urlacher is your NFC Defensive Player of the Week. 7 tackles and a pick 6. Big Ben Roethlisberger, 99 overall Super Bowl champion. The Titans are the defending champs, in case you didn't know. Julius Jones, 86 overall, 84 speed. That speed's starting to dip. He is 32 years of age. Then you got Williams at fullback, 95 overall. Anquan Bolden, Matt Jones, the ex-Jaguar, 96 and 95 overall, respectfully. That receiving core, quite nice. Tight end room, quite nice. Ingram is your starter. Locker is probably the better of the two. Then you got Gallery at left tackle. They're going to have to move some guys around on the O-line to kind of beat up there, as you can see. And then at right tackle, I don't know what's going on there, but hey, they're going to have to figure something out. Hopefully we can take advantage of that with Hayward on that side. He is a sack master. Hopefully he can continue that trend. Then you got Robert Mathis, 92 overall. He's 32 years of age. Alex Brown, 97 overall. Big Vince in the middle, along with Warren, 96 and 92 overall. Boss Bailey, 88 overall. Then you got Clark in the middle at 89. Cox on the other side at 80. Pac-Man Jones, 97 overall, 97 speed, an absolute beast. Their cornerback room has nothing but speed. And then their safeties are quite good as well. That's why they won the Super Bowl. They're not a bad team. They don't have a bad roster. And usually if you have a good roster and you execute the game plan, you're going to win some games. And they won the biggest game last year. And so far, they've won all their games this year. They have not lost, not at all. We haven't lost either. We are the home team. It is a rivalry. Best teams in the South, best teams in the AFC, best teams in the league. Can we get the job done today? Gaither going to get popped as he gets close to the 20-yard line. Now we're going to run the ball with Jackson, and Jackson going to take this one north and south, and that's going to set up 3rd down and 2. Chris Sims looking for Chad Jackson, and that pass is caught for the first down of the game. 1st and 10. Give it to Jake Jackson. Breaks one tackle, breaks another into Titan territory. Down to the 40-yard line is where he finally gets tackled, and the rookie, he's feeling all kinds of pain and maybe some embarrassment as well. 1st down and 10, 7:45 to go in the first quarter. Gonna get the ball to Jackson again, and if he can get going, he might be our first feature back since Steven Jackson. We've had Fred Taylor. Obviously, we have Maurice Jones-Drew, but Fred Taylor was the more of the prominent back out of the two when he was with us. As we find Smith in the flat, he's going to pick up a nice game. But then Steven Jackson toted the rock for us for a few seasons as well. Vincent makes the catch. Get your fullbacks involved, and that's going to take us inside the 15. 2nd down and 6, going to Smith again, and Smith is going to cross the goal line. Touchdown, Jacksonville. We utilize that West Coast playbook, a lot of old school formation. So when it's an obvious pass, I got my tight ends in the game at the fullback spot. Even though I know Vincent can catch the ball, he's not the most explosive guy after the catch. So that's why I got Marty Smith in there, who's one of the fastest tight ends in the league. They're going to go up the gut with Julius Jones, picking up 6 yards there. They fake it to him here. Roethlisberger takes a shot, deep caught by Derek White. And they have this one cross the 45-yard line. 2nd down and 6. Hayward gets some penetration. Can't bring him down, but once you got away from the lion, there was a bear waiting for you. And we get the takedown before they can cross the 50. but then we jump off sides with Lee. So third down and 1, play fake. Roethlisberger throwing it, gonna beat Lott with Locker. And Locker's going to take this one to the 15-yard line. Roethlisberger surveys the field, firing it. That pass caught by Ingram, and that's going to be a touchdown. And the Titans march down the field, making it look easy. Getting their tight ends involved, getting the running game going. And they tie this thing up at 7 apiece. Gaither from inside the zone 5, going to get popped before he can get to the 25. First down and 10. We're going to run that thing with Jake Jackson. Going to turn the corner. And he's going to pick up a gain of 9. That's solid running right there. Can we keep it going? I formation tied into the right. We run it to the right side. Jackson loose again. And he's going to take this one up to the 45-yard line. Last play of the first quarter, up the gut again. And, this running game is looking very, very, very explosive here in the early going. Second down in inches, and he will pick up the first down by the hairs of his chinny chin chin. First down and 10. Sims has it. Looking deep, caught by Sawyer. And our offense is looking like a well-oiled machine. First and 10. Sims looking for Sawyer again. Another catch. And we're down to the 11-yard line. Second down and 8. Play fake. Sims under some pressure gets hit as he lets it fly, but it's caught by Bubba Clayton. Touchdown, Jacksonville. And we take the lead again. So 14-7 is now the score. Pac-Man Jones up to the 30-yard line. Breaks a tackle, and he gets dropped at around the 39. They're going to run the ball with Julius Jones. He's going to break one tackle. Then Hayward from his D-line spot chases him down to bring him down before he can pick up the first down. And then Roethlisberger diving for that orange line, trying to pick up the first down himself. Loses the football, and Andre Thomas jumps on top of that thing. And we take over with a 7-point lead. We fire it to the right side. Jackson brings that pass in. He's going to beat Pac-Man for a gain of 8. Jake Jackson up the gut. And the Jacksons are loving playing in Jacksonville, and the fans love watching them. Sims going deep, caught by Chad Jackson. 10-5, touchdown. Too much speed. You left the man-on-man. Zone coverage, man coverage, doesn't matter. The safety was on him. I pity the fool. And that's an easy pitch and catch for a Jacksonville touchdown. Jones from inside the zone 5 takes his one to the 25-yard line. First down and 10. The Titans find themselves down by 14. Jones going to get popped by John Henderson. Gain of 2. Jones gets to carry again, and Dexter laying the lumber there. Third down and 9. Roethlisberger has a man. That's Matt Jones. The ex-Jaguar takes this one all the way into Jacksonville territory to the 45. They get this one to Jones. Jones breaks a tackle. Then Prescott is there to clean him up. Third down. They need 5. Roethlisberger has time. Going to find Jones again. And then he's going to take John Murphy for a ride. Drag him for an extra 7 yards. And the Titans are in striking distance now. So the ex-Jaguar doing his thing. Roethlisberger steps up, firing to the end zone, caught by Ingram. Touchdown, Titans. It seemed like everybody had a chance at the football there, but we couldn't make a play, and Ingram walks away with a touchdown. So the Titans find themselves down by 7 now. Can we add to our lead and keep the pressure on them? 2:22 to go in the second quarter. Not the best pass. Not the best decision, but Bubba Clayton comes up with the catch. Jackson to the outside. And Jackson is going to pick up a nice gain. Move those chains. First down, Jacksonville. Split back look. Sims going to roll left. Looking for Sawyer. And he had a step. But I believe that was Pac-Man that got a hand on the football there. We fire it to Jackson. And Jackson in the flat makes the catch and turns it up for a first down. Under 2 minutes to go here. Sims looking for Chad Jackson. He gets popped from behind by Pac-Man, and that pass falls incomplete. Throwing it to Sawyer. He makes the catch, but shy of the first down. So now it's going to be third down. We're a perfect 3 for 3. Can we make it 4 for 4? Looking for Bubba Clayton deep, and it's going to be broken up by Hughes. And the Titans take over at 1:15 on the clock. Roethlisberger escapes the pass rush, breaks a tackle, dives forward, picks up 11 in the first down. Second down and 10. 4-man rush, not going to get there. Matt Jones, he beats Murphy again, first down. 48 seconds to work with now. Left side, caught by Jones again, and that was on third down. moved the chains again. Prescott was hurt, so bring in Brinkley. And Roethlisberger slides right, throws it to Jones, breaks another tackle, and he has this one inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. Roethlisberger over the middle, gonna find White. Brought down by Thomas at the 6, second down and goal. Roethlisberger with time, pump faking, and then he runs out of time. It's Hayward. We were hoping to get some pressure off of that side. We were able to do it here. They got it set up for a field goal. The kick is up. The kick is good. And we keep the lead heading into the second half. So 21-7 is still the score. Pac-Man, he's going to get popped by Freeman. And now it's going to be first down and 10. 12 personnel out there for the Titans. They're going to run the ball with Julius Jones. Prescott back in the ball game. Gets the stop there. Gain of 5. They fake it to the fullback. Give it to the running back. Going to go nowhere fast as Lott is there for the stop. And now it's going to be third down and 5. Roethlisberger going to tuck it and run it. Breaks a tackle. Hayward is there to finally bring him down, but it's a first down for Big Ben and the Titans. Now they get this one to Anquan Bolden, and they cross midfield with a fresh set of downs. We send a blitz. They pick it up. They throw it deep. Anquan Bolden brings that pass in. Beautiful job hanging on to that one. Roethlisberger to Anquan Bolden again. Nice spin move and another first down. Now it's third down and 6. Roethlisberger going to try to pick it up, and McComas is there for the stop. Just shy of the first down. Sent out Tynes, and Tynes is a perfect 2 for 2 on field goal attempts so far today. 21-20 is now the score. Gaither going to get popped before he can get to the 25-yard line. Second down and 8. Sims looking. Sims going down. Sacked on the play. Loss of around 10. Third down and 20 going up top to Harris, and that pass is broken up. And we go 3 and out basically. So first down and 10 for Big Ben and the Titans. What can our offense do on this drive? Pump faking is Big Ben. Having all day in the pocket is Big Ben. And finding Matt Jones again. That gotta feel good for him. Roethlisberger gonna throw this one. That pass intended for Bolden. Gonna fall incomplete. Third and 5. We send a blitz. Quick release though. And it's caught by White but shy of the first down. So Tynes is back out there again. And the kick again is up and good. So the Titans take the lead, 23-21. Can we come back now? Jackson makes the catch on a little comeback route. Gain of around, 9? And then Smith picks up the rest, makes the catch in the flat, turns upfield first down. Get the ball to Jake Jackson. Nothing doing, gets brought down behind the line of scrimmage. Taking a shot deep, and it's caught by Chad Jackson, coming through when we need him to. We're down by 2 to start the fourth, and Sims is going down, gets sacked, and now it's going to be third down and forever. Sims under pressure, back-to-back sacks, and our drive comes to a screeching halt. Roethlisberger surveys the field, and Roethlisberger going down. Andre Thomas, middle linebacker, looped around to the left side and got the sack, loss of 5. Roethlisberger throws it, and Thomas gets a hand on that pass. Third and 15, they get the ball to Jones, and Jones will not get anywhere near the first down marker. So we take over the chance to take the lead. Jackson up the gut, gonna get brought down. We have not scored a single touchdown, a single point this second half. Can that change on this drop? Big stiff arm by Jackson there. Forced out of bounds at the Titans' 40-yard line. Jackson north and south, just a workhorse today. Second down and 4. Gonna give it to him again here. Good blocking, good running, and we're down to the 20-yard line. Second down and 6 with 4:45 on the clock. Give it to the rookie Leroy Perry up to the 10-yard line. Not quite a first down. Give it to Jackson. Jackson trying to break a tackle, but he couldn't get loose. Second down and goal. Sims gonna go to the air. Now he's gonna keep it. Goes for the stiff arm. Loses the ball and is picked up. The rookie recovers the fumble, and our hopes of scoring and taking the lead are dashed. So 2 minutes on the clock. Third down and 2. They give it to the fullback, and the 95 overall fullback is going to pick up a first down. We burn our first timeout. Minute 56. They fake the end around. Jones still has it. He gets popped. And now it's going to be second down and 5. They get the ball to Julius Jones again. Gets away from Johnson, and he's able to work his way forward for a Titans first down. The Jaguars are out of timeouts, and that is going to do it. Our first loss of the year comes at the team that beat us the last time last year. in the postseason, and it's those Tennessee Titans, man. The rivalry is back, though. I love it. Anybody that was able to watch Fred Taylor and Eddie George and those rivalries, I mean, it was must-see TV. Sadly, it's not that way too much anymore, but maybe it can get back to that moving forward. But Bubba Clayton, just 2 catches for him, but he did get into the end zone. I'm trying to run the ball a little more. I feel like Jake Jackson can be that guy for us moving forward. And we had to let go of Fred Taylor. He had an injury one of our Super Bowl years. Then MJD was kind of more the starter, I believe. And then we got rid of MJD. So, yeah, a lot of turnover in our backfield. Also had Steven Jackson at one point. But I think Jake Jackson could be that guy moving forward. Texans get their first win. It was probably a great game. 27-24 over the Broncos, who haven't won at all. And that game went into overtime. Another overtime game. Chargers over the Skins. Then you got the Cowboys losing to the Bears. The Bears are 4-2. The Bears are looking good, man. They could be a problem in that NFC. Then you got the Rams over the Cardinals. The Niners over the Falcons. Niners are 3-2. The Buffalo Bills lose to the Patriots. The Patriots are 4-1. The Steelers, they lose to the Bengals. Bengals bounce back. Oh, no, I believe they beat the Browns, right? They beat down the Browns. So they are on a little winning streak. You know what happened in our game? Raiders over those Colts. And then the Seahawks, they fall to the New Orleans Saints. Next game, we got the Baltimore Ravens. A very, very good defense. Offense at times can run the ball, but you can see that passing attack just isn't really there. I know it's top 10, but I'm not fearing it. But back-to-back weeks, a Bengal and a Raven are the AFC Players of the Week, and this time it's NFL for both. Jones had 4 tackles, a sack, a pick, interception, and a fumble recovery. And then Javon Walker, 10 catches for $194 and 3 touchdowns. Then for the NFC side of things, Odom, we saw him in the college All-Star game. Clearly, that's Mike Harris's favorite target. 12 catches, $140 and 3 touchdowns. And then Big Robert, 3 tackles, a sack, and an interception for the Saints. And Harris, 12 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. I want to say that he grew up in the school of Coach Dawkins. But hey, he's balling out for the Chicago Bears. And Odom, rookie, leading the team with 35 receptions, 540 yards. And not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5 touchdowns in the early going of this season. Rashawn Mathis, ex-Jaguar, top player on this defense, along with Haloti Ngata, both 97 overall. Marshall, 92 overall at that middle linebacker spot. Then you got Michael Lewis, 92 overall at that strong safety spot. It's not Carr as the starter, it's Nash. And you might think David Carr is a bust. Nash in this game has that stock market crashing thing by his name, so he is technically a bust, but he is their starter at 80 overall. David Carr is the backup at 82 overall. The receiving core, not that great. TJ Bell, he is a rookie, 89 overall speed, 96 agility, just 7 catches so far this season. And there's not a lot of competition, only 4 receivers on the roster. So we're going to see what this team can do. They are winning. You got to give the Ravens credit. They do win, even with lackluster offense from time to time, and they're sitting at 4-2. Can we handle business in this old school AFC Central rivalry? There goes Marshall, wearing that 52 well, high stepping, got caught from behind and the ball is loose, and we recover it in the end zone. You can't celebrate too early. It was Sawyer showing his heart, showing his hustle. That 52 looked clean though, I ain't gonna lie, but you can't celebrate too early. Big time play by Sawyer there, and we get the ball right back with no damage on the scoreboard. Jackson running through defenders just like he was last week versus those Titans, but this time we're looking for a win. Sawyer makes the catch, brought down, but he will have a first down. First down and 10. I formation, 2 receivers to the left, gonna run it to the right side, and Jackson breaks a tackle. And it looks like Simpson is a little bit shaken up. So John Mike's Simpson is going to have to leave with an injury, as Jackson is now hurting their feelings now. Running everybody over, and that gives us a first down. But now it's 3rd down and 8. Sims throws it awkwardly on the run, and that pass will fall incomplete. So send out Glover, and the kick by Glover is up and good. The first, 4 games of the season, it has been a field goal fest for us. Last week, not so much. We didn't even score in that second half. It was all touchdowns. But yeah, we win. I don't care if it's about field goals or touchdowns anymore. We see what's out there with what the Titans got cooking. Nash fires it. That pass caught by Troy Williamson. He's going to get brought down in Jacksonville territory. Richardson, he gets the carry. Or Richards, excuse me. And Richards, he's going to pick up a first down as well. Second down, they run the ball with Ellis. And Ellis has a fresh set of 10. They're going to go back to the ground. Richards again, big block. 10 and gets popped at around the 8-yard line. And we keep him out the end zone. Third down and goal. And we really keep him out the end zone with a goal line stand. Got some pressure on Nash. And that pass goes to the grass. So they do strike with a field goal. So 3-3 is the score. We're going to run the ball with Jackson. And Jackson is winning the physical battle versus a team that we would like to think is a physical defense. Jackson to the left side, running everybody over. Hill can get the business there. Second down and 10. We're going to run the ball with Jackson again and again. He gets hit, but he leans forward. He hardly ever goes backward when the contact is administered. We run the ball there, and there he goes backwards. Going to be a loss on the play, but we're going to go for it here. And we're going to take a shot deep on 4th and 1, and Chad Jackson makes the catch. How you like those apples? To the left side, that pass going to be caught by Jake Jackson. Runs a man over, and that right there is going to be a first down. Sims has it. Sims to Clayton. Bubba Clayton makes the catch. And that's a nice game. We'll take that all day long. Second down and 2. Give it to Jake Jackson again. And again, the first man fails to bring him down. Going to run the ball here. And he's going to cross the goal line untouched. Jake Jackson of the Jacksonville Jaguars has a touchdown. And we have ourselves a 7-point lead. The rookie, T.J. Bell, going to take this one up past the 20-yard line. And that's where the Ravens will kick things off. Second down and 8. Dexter with a nice tackle there on Richards. And now it's third down and 3. They're going to run the ball. No play fake. They throw it, and that pass is dropped. So we take over after a 3 and out. Going deep to Sawyer. He got hit before the ball got there, but he still makes the catch. He's racing into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. There was pass interference, but it doesn't matter. He still made the catch to go for the hit stick, you whiff, and Sawyer is looking good. I know that there was a drop-off. Matt Jones was here for the longest time. We let him go. We got Larry Fitzgerald. Then we end up letting him go, letting him walk in free agency. But I think Sawyer and Jackson, we can keep them around together. They could be a nice 1-2 combo. And we get Mercedes Lewis back, who's in the final year of his contract, dealing with the injury, but he should be back relatively soon. Who knows what this offense could look like, especially with a guy like Sims, who in my opinion is one of the best quarterbacks in the league. We get a stop here on defense, and that's a good look to end the first half of play. So a 14-point lead. The Ravens will get the football first, but Craig Nash in his passing attack is leaving a lot to be desired at this point. Craig Nash fires it, and that pass is dropped. And I guess you can't blame him for that one. Draw play to Richards, and we kind of know they're going to have to lean on the rushing attack. Andre Thomas knows it as well, and we get a stop there. They fake it, Nash throwing it, and that pass is broken up. Against this defense, I just don't think the Ravens going to stand a chance with the comeback effort, so we're going to run the ball with Jackson, and he's going to pick up a gain of 4. Now we got to go to the air looking for Marty Smith, and he stepped out of bounds, or that would have been an easy first down. Get your fullback involved, but we shut that down as well. Second down and 8, they're going to run the ball. That's a good-looking run right there. And that will give the Ravens a first down. Can they run Can they run their way back into the ball game? That pass is caught, but that's not enough for a first down. So we'll take the ball right back from you. Sims going to go to the air. Sims going to roll left, sets his feet, throws it. Caught by Jackson. And Jackson is loose. Jake Jackson not only is a great runner of the football, but can also catch that thing with ease. And now Sims is going down. I believe that was Marshall with the sack. Sims looking downfield, throwing it over the middle, broken up, and the Ravens defense does hold. But can their offense get anything going? Richards breaks a tackle, but then Prescott is waiting for him. Back to the line of scrimmage, no more. Get your fullbacks involved, but again, we can see that coming a mile away. They're 2 for 7 on third down. Nash under pressure, Nash going down. The defense answers the call again. That time it was Lott with the sack. Jackson up the gut, breaks a tackle. Runs a man over, breaks another, and thrown to the ground at the 26-yard line. 15 carries, $129 and a touchdown. I think this might be his best game of his career. Definitely having his best season of his career. And I want to say that we drafted him when we still had Steven Jackson on the roster. And then last year it was him and MJD. This year it's him and Perry. And he has taken another step forward. 3rd down and 5. Sims under pressure. Sims going to have to throw this one away. We are in field goal range. Send out Glover. And the kick is up. And the kick is good. So we do drive down the field. We knock home a field goal. That's going to make it a 3-possession game. So we're up by 17. And right now, I don't think the Ravens have a chance. But that's a good pass play right there to Bell. Then the rookie showing you what he can do. Richards gets the carry, gets away from Prescott. And he takes this one into Jacksonville territory inside the 40. Nash looking backwards pass. The ball is loose. And they are there for the recovery. So the Ravens have another chance to get this thing right. Another backwards pass, wide receiver screen, and they go backwards some more. So 3rd down and 23. Nash under pressure, he gets decked. A huge hit right there on the quarterback, and we take over. Now they sack our quarterback. So 3rd down and 18 for us. 4 receivers, all go routes. And Gaither makes the catch, and that's going to be a 1st down. We're going to run the ball with Jackson. And Jackson again. I feel bad for these Ravens. There's no Ray Lewis over there to motivate you, and you got to tackle this big running back. Oh, my goodness. Perry's in the ball game. He's going to try to pick up the 1st down. No dice there. So 4th and inches. Perry is the tailback again. Going to run the ball up the middle, and the Ravens knew it was coming, and they stop us. Maybe we should have just punted the ball away. I mean, hindsight is 20/20, but I think in that situation, up by 3 scores, punt that thing away. But then you're going to use it. Give me that Yahoo! Zay hurt. That user interception with Prescott. We got this thing going back the other way. Jackson, he's going to pick up another 1st down. Just bully ball. Run the ball with him again. Picks up another nice gain. Andy Johnson, I don't know if he's really hurt. He just doesn't want to be out there no more. 2nd down and 1. Perry will get the carry. And that's going to take us under the 2-minute warning. They're not going to waste their timeouts. That is going to do it. 20-3 is the final. We want the Titans. We want the Titans. But beating the 4-2 Ravens squad with Brian Billick as our coach, that's going to feel good. It's nice to bounce back and get a win. Only 9 completions for Chris Sims, and the majority of them went to Jake Jackson. If he was on your fantasy team, you're very happy. 157 yards rushing, 47 yards receiving with 3 receptions. Sawyer 2 for 81 plus a touchdown. And then Chad just 1 for 17 to match his jersey number. O-line blocked very, very well. Defense did their job all game long. And we walk away with a victory, man. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope that the rest of your day is the best of your day. And until we meet again, my friends, peace, love. Hot sauce.